invent Patcast?
Yes.
Did you invent the Packers?
Well,
Maybe,
I think
but
he
I am an
owns the
owner.
Packers.
Whoa.
Tom Grossi is the worst owner in NFL history.
Whoa. More
Wow.
so than
Welcome to Clickbait
the other
Sports.
guy.
We just fresh off of our Twitter space, our pregame show, where if you tune into that, you can actually ask us questions if we pick you.
I did 8 shots to pregame.
Whoa.
That's what we're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We
I
told
did
you.
9.
Brandon is sick. He looks terrible.
Look
But
how
that's-
tough I am.
I mean,
Woo,
he's
team.
normally handsome
Let's do it.
Brandon, but he looks like
Get the trophy today,
Little-
guys.
yeah.
I mean, even like that, he looks better than this guy right here.
He looks better
I
than
need
me.
to
I
cut
tell
my
you, he's
hair.
got-
I look like I'm 12.
Yeah, he's got a full head of hair. He's very handsome. He looks like a movie star. I'd probably,
I
would.
got bronchitis. Bronchitis.
We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. First, let's lead into the title of the show. What happens with Baker Mayfield?
Are you
now?
just introducing Brandon? And that's it.
Hey. Let
This
him
was in
do
my
something.
contract.
You're assuming our audience cannot read? They know who we are. Okay, you got Scooter down here.
Interesting tactics. I
You
was
got
just wondering.
Tree over there. Listen, we're supposed
I'm
to
Tom.
show, not tell, and we're
I thought
showing.
your name was Paul.
I can't hear that.
Why is he saying, my name is Russell Wilson, and I'm a poo-poo face? That's what I imagined because I can't hear the actual audio.
He's saying Broncos country, let's ride.
I don't think he's saying that.
That's
That's
my
right.
code.
Where
Yeah,
is it
Tom.
riding to?
There's Tom up here. There's Brandon there.
That's my
Tree
code.
down here, and Scooter here.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Listen,
right.
Winners of the free agency are up.
Can I sit? Can I set this up with Baker Mayfield? Now I'm on this side. Now I'm all confused. Baker Mayfield apparently was very upset that Deshaun Watson came and visited his facility. He was like, "Oh, that bitch is up in here,
Wow, that did not take long.
coming
Huh?
up in my house." Who invited Deshaun? Was what Baker Mayfield said. And then he goes on Twitter or Instagram, writes a 2-page diatribe, basically thanking the city of Cleveland. And then he goes on Progressive commercial and puts a for sale sign right outside of First Energy Park. And he's just like, what's his wife's name? The blonde girl.
Yeah,
He's like, honey, we're moving.
So
So
Baker
Her
Mayfield
name
with
is
a mop.
Emily.
Emily, yes. He's like, Emily, I can't live here anymore. I don't like the neighbors. They suck. So I would like everyone's thoughts on this. First of all, what is Cleveland doing? And secondly, how do they fix this now? And then we'll get into the piece of information we just discovered about an hour ago as well.
I'll
Don't
tell
all
you how they
speak at
fix
once.
it.
Stay safe, buddy.
They
know.
grant Baker Mayfield's trade request.
Joey, no. Joey, no.
Is that the
I'll
only
get
way
the
to fix
hundos.
it?
No,
Yeah.
no, Zeta. No.
Did that actually happen, or is he just wishing it?
No, he's
No,
just
he's
he's a
wishing it.
Vikings fan.
Just wishing
Good.
it.
Realizing
oh, I
that
thought it literally just happened.
speaking
No.
it into existence.
The Vikings need some pass rushers because
No, they
all
don't.
the AFC West has now.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Okay, wait, hold on. Guys,
Cool.
what the heck? Let's talk about Baker Mayfield. This man literally spilled his heart on Twitter. Like, did
He
you
did.
guys read his note? This
Yeah,
man
I did.
literally spilled his heart before the whole world. People are dunking on him, clowning this man, saying, "Oh, you're just weak-minded. Oh, bro,
You don't
all
get a
this
first.
stuff."
Who
What are
said
your
that?
thoughts? What are your thoughts? A lot of people on the quote tweets.
Haha, Baker, you cared about your job, idiot.
All I
People
know
actually care
is
about
that
their job?
all I know is that the note that Baker Mayfield wrote, and it was lengthy, right, was still shorter than what Kyler Murray's agent wrote to
By
the
like
Cardinals.
Word
So
salad. But at
I'm
least
already
Kyler
on
Murray
Baker's
had that
side
nice
for.
little brand like logo. That's actually pretty sharp.
Kyler also went with all caps, which is a rookie move.
That is a bold move.
Unprofessional.
If you're a Browns fan, let us know, like, what is the feeling of Baker Mayfield in Cleveland? Like, do you guys dislike this guy? Do you like him? Is it mixed? Like, because to me, it's mixed. I feel like there's some Browns fans who are like, Baker's just, if we can just get him an Amari Cooper, Baker's right there. And then there's the other people who are like, this guy's trash. He's been trash. I told you he was trash. We should have been moved on. He's holding us back.
But like, if you think about it, right? So the kind of quarterback we're talking about, like, has talent, right? Has 100% has talent, right? Can definitely move the football. You know, makes some mistakes. Coaching has been in flux.
Who doesn't?
And like can't get over the big one. And like that's why we're talking about Dak Prescott. But I think on the topic of Baker Mayfield, I think like the issue is that he really didn't get a fair shot. Like the guy literally competed when he was like dying last year. And they were like, you know what? This guy's trash right here. It's his last year of his rookie deal. Let him play it out. If he sucks, okay, no, come on, no.
Hey.
What were you saying?
I'm going to be completely honest here. Baker Mayfield should have never been playing last year. It completely messed up his mechanics trying to like keep his shoulder harness because mostly remember when you throw, you're trying to like you cock your shoulder a little bit. Problem is he had to keep it straight, so it kind of messed his up a little bit. Couldn't get enough power. Your accuracy was a mess. Like final game against Pittsburgh, he was awful.
Yeah,
and there were a couple other games where just like he looked like Green Bay. He was awful.
Oh yeah,
and it's like if Baker doesn't play, Cleveland might end up making the playoffs.
Is that on Baker? Or is that on the team for letting him play? Like,
yeah, that's true.
It's both because like Baker should have been. Cleveland should have told him, look, no, get yourself rest, get your surgery, come back next year.
So that's what I'm saying. If Bruce Arians, we don't know what happened there, is like go in Antonio Brown, right? Like the powers that be could say, Baker, listen, I love your drive. I love your spirit. I get that you want to play, but it's not in the team's best interest right now. It's not in your best interest right now. It's funny that they're saying we need an adult in the QB. It looked like you just need an adult in the room to say, Baker, hey, you shouldn't be playing football right now.
Shouldn't that be? The Cowboys should have done the same thing with Zeke, in my opinion. Zeke, in my opinion, this man was giving his all when he shouldn't have had to last season. There were some situations where I just
needs
was
an
like,
adult in the room in general. They're just nothing but children in there.
Scooter should
Bro,
be the adult.
we'll get
I
to
think
it. We'll get to
shouldn't that be a plus though, Tom, in Baker Mayfield's like positive attributes that he went out there and gutted it out, maybe to the detriment of his team, but he was the best option, don't you think? Like, who was their backup?
I agree.
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum.
The
Broncos.
Right? Yeah. He just Baker Mayfield should have been. I mean, from what I hear, from what I understand, is like the media, the Cleveland media, does not like Baker, and generally the fans do. I could have that backwards.
Here's my question.
It's what there's some disagreement between the media and Baker.
Tony Grossi.
Here's my question to all you guys, and I'm interested. Chat, join in as well. But do you think, and do you honestly believe, if Baker Mayfield was not in so many commercials, would the hatred for him be this high? I say no. I think the only reason it's this high is because this dude is in half of these commercials you're seeing. He's sleeping at the stadium. He's then doing all this stuff. I feel like the more people see an athlete in commercials, the more they start to dislike him.
I can agree.
He had issues back in college. Like he gave me Ryan Leaf.
Oh yeah, remember when he tried to run from the cops?
Well, run from the cops. He had like I think a DUI or two, if I remember correctly. Yeah. He was always like critical of the press and people who he called haters. Like it just like it kind of felt like it was going to collide with this situation just because of Baker's personality. And don't get me wrong, Baker's a starting caliber quarterback, but he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who's going to lead you anywhere great.
His biggest flaw actually was not being able to outrun a cop. That's what bothered me about that video.
Yeah.
This athlete is slower than an out-of-shape policeman, and you're going to draft him 1 overall?
He got
that policeman is actually Buda Baker.
Hey, look, Dak is in like 1/10 of the commercials I've seen Baker in. It's just a sleep number, and that's it. What else is Dak in?
That got paid.
Yeah, it's funny because like when I interact with Browns fans, they always ask me if I'm related to Tony Grossi, and I'm like, no, because Browns fans hate him. But like Tony Grossi, like he was the one who like made fun of Baker Mayfield and like called him short or something like that.
Called him a midget.
I think it was like sometime like that. So yeah, I don't think Baker's like that hated. And maybe it's because I'm not in the AFC North, but like out of all the QBs, like I think that there are significant ones that are hated so much more than Baker
I don't
Mayfield.
know. Like I'm on Twitter, the animus for this man seems wild. I'm telling you.
Animus?
That's what I thought.
Animus.
Honestly, dude, he's not even the most hated quarterback in his division. They were throwing Ben Roethlisberger as a propaganda blitz as a wholesome human being all of last year, and his pass is a lot more checkered than Baker's.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Before we, yes, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I read your mind.
And it's not a commercial with Baker.
No, this is not Baker Mayfield. This is DraftKings Sportsbook.
Got him.
Code Clickbait when you sign up over at the DraftKings right now. We've got some college basketball happening. DraftKings Sportsbook is giving new customers a shot at royalty with 40-1 odds on any college basketball game. You bet $5 on any college basketball team to win their next game, and if they win, DraftKings will pay you $200 in free bets. I bet.
Very nice.
Baker Mayfield wishes he would have signed his contract extension before this season started.
Yes.
But DraftKings didn't have control over that. DraftKings was not in control of that. Legally, I have to say, DraftKings does not make player contracts. All right.
So I wanna say, I'm bring up one thing. This was learned about an hour ago. Brett Coleman retweeted this. Allegedly, Baker Mayfield requested a trade, and it's already been denied.
And so you be denied with DraftKings.
Wait a minute,
free to play pool.
It's like a manipulative, like boyfriend or girlfriend that like
just
tries
trying to get
gaslight somebody into thinking we want you. We never tried to do this. That's what this seems like to me. You want an adult in the room, yet you're going out and getting Deshaun Watson.
I'm just so interested because it's like this.
Kickoff, tip off.
But
March 19th.
It's so interesting because you go and you trade for Amari Cooper, you give up a fifth, swap 6, right?
They got him for free.
Why? Why do you do that and then release Jarvis Landry? It's so intriguing to me. What are you just trading players at this point? What's going on? I'm not certain what's happening.
I like the hypocrisy. The Browns are like, look, Baker, we're going to go and try and get a better quarterback. All right. We're letting you know, we're letting your agent know we're going to go and try and get a better quarterback. They don't land the quarterback, and Baker's like, you know what? I want to go get a better team. And they're like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Because
we're going to get a better receiver. We're going to get a better receiver, and we're going to release the other receiver.
Yeah.
But we're not going to release you, Baker. So
and your center. Your top 3 center in the NFL, gone.
Speaking of,
because we thought we might have Deshaun Watson, and we were trying to free up a little cash, Baker. But
speaking of players being gone, what the actual are the Dallas Cowboys doing?
Creating comedy for the rest of us.
What is? First of all, video's on the way. This is going to be tremendous. It will push everything I know as a fan.
Good.
What are we doing, bruh? First off, Amari Cooper, I think this is a mistake. We let this man go for a 5th round pick. That's all we netted. A 5th. I remember seeing the trades, and they were like a 2nd and a 5th for Amari Cooper, and I was disgusted with that. A 2nd and a 5th. And we end up just getting a gosh darn 5th.
That's the closest Scooter's ever come to swearing. You know he's upset.
Gosh darn.
What?
You know he's upset.
I want to know. You guys know how I was feeling. You guys know. Chad, you know. I'm still disgusted. Because then we go and we give Michael Gallup a bag after this.
What did you guys cut today? Who else did you cut today? Was there Lyle
Collins?
Lyle Collins. But what did you guys think when you heard the Amari Cooper news?
I thought they were trying to free up space. Like I saw it like January. Like he was the one that had the lowest cap penalty with the highest cap savings.
So
it's
you
Amari
guys were like,
Cooper. My question is, why are you bringing back Michael Gallup when you could have just kept Amari Cooper? I feel like Michael Gallup's a big risk with that torn ACL.
that is what is the question on everyone's mind. Why are we prioritizing Michael Gallup over Amari Cooper?
My thing was
Why?
with the Cooper deal was the haul was so bad. Like it was basically
Yeah,
like
it was a
cutting
cap
him. Right.
Well,
basically
it
like
was really
you
if you look at all the articles and you dive deep into like the analytics of the contract, this is what was going to happen regardless, period.
They had
And
no
guess
leverage.
what? If
They're
you
lucky
dive
they
in,
got something.
yes,
Yeah,
essentially.
like
If you
they
dive
never
into the
got
Michael
caught him.
Gallup contract, it's the same thing. This is a 2-year contract for Michael Gallup with the Cowboys being able to be out year 3. So yes, you get the big sticker price and $60 million, but really it's a 2-year contract. And that's it. We can get
and
out.
it doesn't look like you're gonna actually pick anyone up to fill these holes.
We
right? Like
have let go today of Lyle Collins, which does not make us better, in my opinion.
Good.
But this guy was not, if you look at his history, he's barely playing for us. He's not in most games over his career. So management just said, hey, you know what? Amari Cooper's barely playing for us. Lyle Collins is barely playing for us. Let's just get rid of the people who are injury prone. So they're gone. And did y'all hear this news about Demarcus Lawrence getting lowballed by Stephen Jones? Did y'all hear this?
1 year, $10 million,
no,
right?
I don't know
Yes.
how you don't pay that guy.
Demarcus Lawrence on a podcast with some athletes came out and said Stephen Jones offered him a 1-year, $10 million contract. And he was so taken aback from that. He said, yo, hey, just release me. If that's what y'all are offering, I know my worth. Release me. Cut me if that's what you are offering. Jerry Jones had to come back in and say, what are you doing, Stephen?
Daddy.
This Randy's been faithful to us. Pay him. And that's what happened. So a lot of Cowboys fans now are not okay with the future of our organization because we got a glimpse of the future.
Scooter, I just want to ask you a question. You know how Belle Delphine sold her bathwater? Will you sell me your tears in this upcoming season? Just bottle them up and put them in like a bottle and then ship them to me because I will drink them up. I will just
Tears for Cowboy fans.
We haven't even talked about Randy Gregory. We haven't even.
You mean Denver Bronco Randy Gregory?
All right, wait. Let's punt that a little bit. We're gonna get to that. We're out of order.
Demarcus Lawrence is after seeing Von Miller's contract.
Well, that was what Zadarius Smith. Apparently, Zadarius Smith, like he saw those contracts and it was like, yeah, that price did have to go way up.
That's a problem. Like everyone's breaking the league right now. Von Miller broke the league. Jacksonville broke the league. That's why no wide receiver signed besides Allen Robinson, because they're giving $18 million a year to Christian Kirk.
Yeah, twice market value for Christian Kirk.
No wonder why Devontae Adams doesn't want to pay on the franchise tag. He can make millions more.
Give him all the money. Give him all the money. All right. Before we get into this, let's talk about the girl that set off Baker Mayfield, Deshaun Watson. Is something going to happen here? We've been saying this for a week now. Where does Deshaun Watson end up? Is there a serious suitor? What do you guys think? What do you think he ends up? What uniform do you think?
Type 1 in the comments right now if you would like Deshaun Watson to be your quarterback. Type 2 if there's no way in the world you would ever want Deshaun Watson to be your quarterback. And type 3 if you're just here so you won't get fined.
Because we've known what to do with high controversy quarterbacks.
This is so interesting, but
4 for Russell Wilson, guys. 4 for Russell Wilson. Well, he's 3. Let's give some 3s for Russell Wilson.
So
and 5 for Steelers golf Super Bowl.
Would you be okay if the Steelers, you get a push notification and it says the Steelers are trading for Deshaun Watson, 2 first-round picks?
I would, because we had to deal with an asshole quarterback for the last decade plus. We're used to it. So, like, hey, let's bring on the sexual assault guys. Come on, we're used to it.
Used to selling your soul for wins.
Ain't that right? Well, I mean, we'll give you
always
your
had a
happy
cloud.
ending, Deshaun. I'm cool with that.
It's crazy because for me, it's a no. I don't want this guy. I believe these women. I believe them. I don't want this guy as my quarterback. I don't care if it costs us a Super Bowl. Okay? That's just me personally. But it's so interesting. So many other people let it play out, right? Guilty until proven innocent. And it's just, it's interesting. It's very interesting.
For me as a Giants fan, I don't know what I mean, yeah, he's a talented player, but I don't know. The Giants have way more problems than Deshaun Watson. Like, who cares, right? I don't know what he's gonna do. And also, any of the bad press around him, it's not good. It would not play well in New York. He would be protested. For people that don't even like football, would protest Deshaun Watson being in town. He needs to go to a team like Carolina or something where everyone's like, yeah.
Apparently,
do we
they
think
told
he ends up?
Carolina and
Yeah,
Cleveland he's out.
Yeah, it's the
So,
Saints or the Falcons. That's it.
Saints
Oh,
and
the Saints
Falcons.
could handle that too. New
Saints and
Orleans,
Falcons,
yeah.
they're your bidding war. Dude, Deshaun Watson's not going to fix what's ailing Atlanta. Atlanta has significantly more issues than Deshaun Watson.
Did
They're
Matt
gonna
Ryan die?
No,
Is that
Matt
what
Ryan was
happened?
supposed to restructure his contract. Apparently, that hasn't happened yet. So
Sunday, I
I'm
think he's
guessing
supposed
Matt
to get
Ryan would probably
money.
go somewhere else, maybe the Indianapolis Colts.
Ooh, Matty Ice.
And then
Indy.
this speaks to something else
That
because
sounds like something else. Apparently, like Baker Mayfield wants the Indianapolis Colts as his preference, which means he's going to be gone in a year.
well, this speaks to something else, specifically in regards to Matt Ryan. But meaning that, like, okay, Randy Gregory, we have a swath of Cowboys fans who are upset that this man
Good.
turned his back on the Cowboys. I'm telling you, they're really upset.
Well, the problem is, like, Dallas tried to lowball him in the final part of the negotiation. That's why he pulled out.
Hold on.
Like your dad.
That's not
should've.
true. That's not true. I'll tell you what happened.
No,
there.
that's why you're dead.
But Matt Ryan, this is the flip situation. It's the team not treating the player right. So it's like Matt Ryan has put in work for the Falcons. Matt Ryan has been the quarterback year in, year out, injured. This man is trying to play for you.
Business.
So it's
That's
like,
the problem.
it's just interesting to see the dichotomy. It's like, in one instance, we don't care what the team does to the player. And then the other instance, it's, oh, well, you owe the team. But where is it the team owing the player? Do you know what I mean?
It's a cruel business, but I mean, the problem is Matt Ryan's on the downswing of his career. They say like last year's probably going to be his final year of his career. I mean, unpopular opinion, Matt Ryan should have a Super Bowl ring. It was undone because of Kyle Shanahan's arrogance.
He's former MVP, and they're treating
organizational
him like
soldier, man. I mean, he'll be in the Ring of Honor for Atlanta. Oh, by the way, Richmond beat Atlanta or Iowa. So
my bracket
your
is
bracket
busted.
is now busted.
Yep.
Busted.
Look at that.
Like,
I had him in the
nuts.
suites. I had him in the
Maybe.
Sweet 16.
Yeah.
The Riley Reed memes are already out for your bracket being busted.
Yes, busted.
Listen, here's the thing. Loyalty gets you nothing from the team standpoint.
Very good, Maxwell.
And from the players. Like, it costs the
teams
Giants
like loyalty,
big
like
time.
teams. It's like it just you create the same thing over and over, and then it just creates stagnation.
But that is why I
need
will
change.
never get upset at a player when they will not restructure. I'm not upset with Amari Cooper that when the Cowboys said, hey, restructure or we're going to trade you, that Amari Cooper said, trade me then. Trade me.
It depends on the restructure, right? Like, restructures happen all the time where guys don't lose any money. It's just shifted to bonuses.
Yes, but I actually
they're
mean
probably
like
asking Amari to take a pay cut.
Which is such
Yes.
crap.
And it's like, I will never, ever be on the side of management when it comes to telling a player to take a pay cut, because look at how they do players like Matt Ryan, who they put in the work. They don't care. Once your usefulness is done, doesn't matter. You could be Aaron Rodgers, but let Aaron Rodgers have a garbage year next season and see what happens. So it's just, I will always side with the players. Get your money while you can, because you are one play away from never playing this game again at all times.
All right.
What if it's Jared Goff though?
Jared Goff hey, he's winning in life, dude. I will not complain about that, man.
I would
That's
be
all
okay
I'm gonna
if
say about Jared Goff.
my team asked Jared Goff to take.
He's not very good at the quarterback, but he has $100 million guaranteed, and he goes back to a smoke show. So you know what?
Well, look at Russell Wilson's contract right now. He's going to make like $24 million this year. And when he signed his contract, he became the richest player in NFL history. You know what I mean? Like the quarterback position specifically, the numbers are big, but as time goes by and the cap goes up every year, the contracts look better and better. But outside of the quarterback position, all of those other guys have it a lot tougher than good quarterbacks in terms of making that second contract or even getting to that third. So when
here's my question,
less
though,
money for skill positions, I get it.
Why even bother to not have a restructure? Like, why just not start out at the bonus stage? Like, it just seems like, why are there NFL rules that say you can't start with this upside down contract? Like,
it's just always
have to
teams
restructure
kicking
later.
the can down the road.
Yeah, that's how
that's really all
works.
it is. It's
so why not just start at Plan B? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just
well, they're not going to do that because it would cost them money. Like in terms of bonuses, bonuses aren't against the cap, but it hurts the bottom line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's why.
All right, let's go around and grade our teams, or look at and examine each one of our teams. Let's start. I'll go around the horn. I'll call you guys. I want to speak to Tom first. What do you think the Packers have done well? What do you think they haven't done well? What kind of grade?
And what have they done for the people who have not been following the Packers?
Well, we restructured Adrian Amos's contract to get under the cap the last second.
Mm-hmm.
Randall Cobb taking a pay cut to come and play with the Green Bay Packers. So that's always nice for him to
I thought he retired. That was
what the heck? He played with the Cowboys like 19 years ago.
Back. Mm-hmm.
I thought he retired after the season, or did you say like a goodbye kind of on social media?
Yeah, because everyone thought he was going to get cut because he was due a whole lot of money.
Got it.
And instead, he took a pay cut. He took like a $5 million pay cut to come and play with the Packers again.
$5 million pay job.
I wish I could get pay cut $5 million. I don't think I've ever made any of us have ever made that in our lives.
I don't think in my entire life. I don't think I've made $5.
Sorry, Tom. I derailed you.
They franchise tag Devontae Adams. He's not going to play on the tag, but they have 4 months to figure it out. So I'm not stressing about that just yet. It's a negotiating tool. If we don't get a deal done, then we're screwed, but that's later down the line. But the big news, of course, is Devondre Campbell. The fact that we were able to sign him to a 5-year deal is absolutely incredible. We have a guy over the middle, had an all-pro season last year. So that to me was 10 out of 10. And if Rasul Douglas can come back too, put the icing on the cake.
So who did y'all cut, by the way?
Cut to Darius Smith. So cut to Darius
Viking?
Smith. What?
No,
not to the Vikings.
No, he was signed with the Ravens yesterday and then didn't anymore. So Darius Smith and Billy Turner. We extended Preston Smith, but we also cut Billy Turner. So honestly, like not the worst. Darius Smith that was expected for a while. So yeah, it sucks because I like Darius Smith, but
what would you give this team in terms of a grade?
We got Devondre Campbell. I'm so happy. B+. That's fine.
B+. Okay. Brandon, what have the Broncos done? You obviously acquired Russell Wilson, but didn't you get some defensive guy? I don't know who it was.
Yeah. What letter grade is better than an A+?
S for S tier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
S tier for sex, because that's what's happening in Denver all day, every day, now that our team is back. Russell Wilson didn't even have to do anything, and it would have been better. Then the Cowboys were like, hey, Randy Gregory, here's some language about if you get suspended, your guarantees go out the window. And Denver's like, we will not do that to you, Randy. We would never do that to a man with 2 first names here in Colorado. So we snake Randy Gregory away from the Cowboys, which was needed because the AFC West brought in Khalil Mack to pair with Joey Bosa. Then the Raiders bring in Chandler Jones to pair with Max Crosby. So the pass rush here is scary, but we also signed, I think an under-the-radar signing was DJ Jones from San Francisco for our defensive interior to replace Shelby Harris. And also Eric Tomlinson, a blocking tight end who we are going to use 100% of the time to block Chandler Jones, Max Crosby, Khalil Mack, and Joey Bosa. So I feel good. I feel like the usually I'm trying to fake my optimism at this point in the year because like, hey, we got some nice pieces, but we just need a quarterback to play better. Think we got a quarterback, and when your head coach is this excited about your quarterback,
wow. Come on, y'all. Russell Wilson. Holy.
oh yeah, you know it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
So-
you're pretty good at faking it, by the way, Brandon.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Who did y'all cut?
Every woman I've been with has said that.
Yes. Who did y'all cut? Do you even remember? Have you cut anyone?
No, I mean they let Deshaun Williams go, but then I think they tendered him today. They signed back Josie Jewell on a really cheap deal, which was a nice signing. I believe Bryce Callahan's still a free agent. I would like to get him back. They need a corner. They grabbed a tackle, Compton, out of the 49ers. I don't know much about him, but right tackle is still kind of a hole. So,
All right. So your grade is S tier, is what you're saying.
S to the S.
Okay.
Million.
Who's got the rusty sounding chair?
So
That's me.
printed.
It's my desk.
Oh, you're the one that's your desk sucks. I can hear you clicking away over there. You're on all types of different sites. You're probably on Reddit right now. just
I ain't
looking
on
away.
Reddit. You
Look
think I'm
how
on
cute my
Reddit?
baby is.
It's
a baby.
It's
That
a
is cute.
baby.
I'm typing on there because I'm trying to type with chat. Jesus.
All right,
Weird.
Tree.
DJ Jones is I honestly DJ Jones is an underrated sighting for the Broncos. I agree with
Hell
that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Tree.
Well,
your
We also
team.
re-signed Aaron Rodgers
what?
too. I don't know if you guys heard about
Think-
that.
Oh wait, you guys got Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, we re-signed
who
Aaron
is
Rodgers.
that?
I don't know.
Nobody
Uh,
likes
it's
Aaron
really a good
Rodgers.
move.
What position?
He's the guy
Is that-
from he's on the Pat McAfee show a couple times.
The crystal butt.
Oh, he's
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
oh,
that
the
was
toe.
COVID.
The guy with the toe.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
the
The toe
guy
guy.
that-
Yep.
Told
The toe
me
guy.
how to cleanse
Not to be
myself.
confused with Jared Cook with getting his toes in and beating the Cowboys in that divisional game. Not that.
Not
but
that-
he's
not
the guy who
that, though.
threw it to him and did the. Got it. Got it.
The 1 year Super Bowl, 30 years, Aaron Rodgers.
When's the last time the because we won 2 Super Bowls since you guys last won one. So when
Rodgers.
when did
But what
we won?
about the Steelers free agents? What have you guys been doing in the
Well,
offseason?
we've actually been relatively busy. Couple under the radar signings. All things are good in Yinzerland. We actually are improving our offensive line. James Daniels from Chicago is going to file in at the right guard position over the terrible Trey Turner, who is absolutely terrible and should never be back in a Steeler uniform again. We re-signed Chuck Sikora who's like, $10 million a year. I don't know if I'm crazy about it, but I mean, he was our best lineman last year, so I guess he can work at right tackle. Mason Cole brought in probably as maybe center or depth. I mean, I think they should go out and get a legit center. Go get J.C. Treader, Pittsburgh. I'm just going to say that right now. But most of our big moves have been on defense. There are still some holes to fill. Levi Wallace, who's signed from Buffalo. I don't know about him as a number one, but I think he can work as like a nickel or a dime corner. But our big signing as well, Miles Jack out of Saxonville to replace Joe Schobert, who was kind of but not that great. But Miles Jack is probably going to shore up that linebacker core. He might be wearing the red dot on defense because they kind of fallen out of favor with Devin Bush. I mean,
what do you think of that signing? Because that is actually someone I was
Miles
like,
Jack
Cowboys,
is a very
maybe.
good signing. I like that signing. I mean, we needed. I was kind of.
Do you remember
going to do anything?
Back like
Oh, by the
during
way,
his
Miles
draft?
Jack apparently caught that ball, and he was holding L's up as well for the NFL. But now
yes.
he is giving L's to everyone else, and there is one more signing. I know, Grossi, you're going to talk about your Aaron Rodgers. Brandon, you're going to talk about your Russell Wilson. But for Pittsburgh, we got the future, the hope, the pride, and the love of the Steeler football, and his name is Mitch Trubisky. Mitchell kissing titties. Let's go. He's going to lead us to Ryan Tannehill style mediocrity, baby. Let's go.
Does he start week 1?
Probably.
Oh, God.
It's an incentive-based deal. Hey, let's
So
draft
no
Kenny
Kenny
Pickett.
You guys
Kenny
remember
Pickett
back-
or Malik Willis. Let's go.
You guys remember back during the draft, Miles Jack, they were saying, don't draft this guy because he has this degenerative knee issue. You guys remember that?
I
They
do
said he
not
would be
remember
out
that.
of the league in 4 seasons. Cut to 2022. Mans is doing just fine.
Yeah.
Just goes to
Getting
show
paid.
you who knows what happens.
There you
Who
go.
knows the future?
All right. The Giants have had a very quiet off. Oh, what grade, by the way, Tree? Grade.
I give it a B+.
Can I
Man's been
can I
solid.
just interject super quick? I actually love the signing for Tree because it just honestly brings Tree and I a little bit closer, considering how much of a Packers fan Mitch Trubisky is. So
It's only a matter of time before Aaron Rodgers ends up buying the Chicago Bears, thus fulfilling prophecy that he owns them.
we
Is
got him
that
for free,
Mitch-
baby.
Is
We
that
live
Mitch
rent-
Trubisky's?
And he will
Rent-free
be
in
a
there.
better owner than the McCaskies.
Is
That's
that
accurate.
Mitch Trubisky's most famous tweet that you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
uh-huh.
Yep.
All
There was
right.
no other tweet. There was no other tweet. That was
Do you have
Yeah,
a grade?
what have the Giants done? I have not been
Okay.
following you guys.
Giants have had the most quiet
I
offseason.
bet they haven't done a
can
lot.
Remember, they signed an OG
I tried.
Olinsky. It's something ski. They signed him to be an interior offensive lineman. They signed a tight end, Ricky Seals Jones.
Yep.
Who's
You no
pretty
longer have to deal with the
effective.
hands of Evan Ingram.
Right.
It's Jacksonville's problem now.
They cut Evan Ingram, and Jacksonville was like, "Oh, you're a wide receiver." He's like, "I'm a tight end." They're like, oh,
Have you
we'll
guys
pay
done
you."
anything
We'll give
that
you
makes
$1
you
million
think you're
a
gonna
year.
win more games?
No,
$1 million
absolutely
for
not.
Ingram.
We brought in Tyrod Taylor.
Oh yeah, that's
to
a good
back
signing.
up. Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
backup.
He'll start week 1, and then they'll puncture his lung with
Oh my god.
like an industrial drill or something. They'll be like, "Oh, sorry, Tyrod."
maybe
And then
offseason.
Daniel Jones, yeah, Glowinski, glow up ski is what his name is. And then the real question is, what do we do with James Bradbury? He's they don't know whether he's going to restructure or get cut, and that's it. The Giants really haven't gotten better; they haven't gotten worse. The one thing, the reason why they're not doing much was they got burnt last year on signing Kenny Golladay for his 1 TD or whatever. They had a terrible draft as well.
Bless you.
They've got 10 picks in the draft. That's why they're not really doing much in free agency. They're not really having to cut people. They're way under the cap. They're fine, but this is going to be a rough year. So
Just
I
trade
give them,
Daniel Jones.
yeah, I'll give them
See?
a C.
So my question is, what happens with Saquon? Well, isn't there
He
some like
will-
uncertainty?
Yeah, he'll probably play the last year of his contract out. He'll try to stay healthy so that he has value, and he'll end up getting signed by like San Francisco or something next year. But I don't think he's not. I mean, running back has. When was the last time a running back spent their entire career with a team? The only guy I can think of that's been there, that's still there, is what, James White or Ezekiel. Well, if you overpay him, I guess you can have him for his whole career. But I just don't see Saquon being a long-term Giant, and they ruined him and they wasted him.
Yeah,
He
they-
should have
Do you
gone to
guys
somebody that he could have helped win a Super
Think
Bowl.
he'll have a
Cleveland.
1,000-yard season? And if you do think he'll have a 1,000-yard season, where could you go? I tried before, and you guys just missed the transition.
Oh
completely.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
Yes.
me.
It happens. It
Uh,
happens.
do we talk about transitions?
We've
Can we talk about the Cowboys free agency?
What?
No,
Not
we're
yet.
not talking
We
about
gotta
the
do
Cowboys.
this.
The Cowboys need DraftKings.
We need to, before we get to
Cowboys
that,
Should
We need to
boost
get
their cap
pay the
space
bills.
by doing some sports betting with DraftKings for college basketball. 40-1 odds for new customers at DraftKings. You can bet on any college b-ball game. That's $5. And if that team wins, DraftKings will pay you $200 in free bets. That's for the new customers. If you want your March to be mad, do it. DraftKings has endless ways
Oh, basketball. I get it.
to get in on the action. You got same game parlays, future betting. That's what we were just talking about with those 1,000-yard seasons. So, also, everyone can enter DraftKings free $1 million March Mania Survivor Pool. But you must enter before tip-off on March 19th. Each day of games, pick one team that you think will win that day. If the team you choose wins, you survive to pick another team for the next day of games. Remember, you can only choose each team once. That's how Survivor pools work. And choose carefully at your shot for $1 million in total prizes. prizes. Code clickbait. You see it in the corner. There's a link in everyone's description. Just do the clickbait code when you sign up at the Kings of the Drafts. Drafts a Kings.
Now, to the Cowboys free agency. My gosh, what you guys have been waiting for all week. We're going to start us off with the ranking. We're at a D-, okay? Barely anything positive has occurred.
Okay.
Off rip, we're losing Amari Cooper. That does not make us better. We signed Michael Gallup. He's coming off injury. I hope this man dominates, and he can. Let's just hope he recovers well. But if you knew we were getting rid of Amari Cooper, why then would you let Cedric Wilson walk? Should have got that deal done beforehand. He goes to Miami. What the heck? Sign Noah Brown, 1-year deal. I like it. This could be the first chance we actually get to see a Noah Brown. You guys maybe have never heard of Noah Brown before. Well, this season, you guys might hear a little bit more of that name. We franchised Dalton Schultz, a questionable move that some people were thinking because this man is a possession receiver. He's not a blocking receiver. Our blocking receiver injured himself, had surgery. We released him. I'm sad. Blake Jarwin, no longer a Cowboy. He's out of here.
Gone.
But to make up for this, we signed a blocking tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. I don't know if this man's good or bad. Time will tell.
His last name is Sprinkle. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, that's a pretty, yeah.
Bringing
Sprinkle.
us to the defense. I'm sorry. Let Lyle Collins walk. Get nothing. Probably get a 5th-round compensatory pick. We let Connor Williams walk. Miami. This man was garbage for the Cowboys. We'll see what happens in Miami, though. Defensively, what are we doing? We could have had our 2 defensive ends for the future. We could have had Micah free to do whatever he wanted to at the linebacker position. Now that the Broncos have stolen Randy Gregory from us, we got to find another pass rusher now when it could have been so simple. It could have been so simple. I think there is one thing that's going to help the Cowboys out a lot that a lot of Cowboys fans do not understand. Kelvin Joseph is healthy. This man was gone his whole rookie season. Do you guys know who that is? No, because he barely played his rookie season. We're going to see him. That was our 2nd-round or 3rd-round pick. I can't remember. But he's healthy, and he's a 6'4". Nashawn Wright as well, 6'4", cornerback. Hurt, injured. And we also have a linebacker that was hurt. I can't think of his name, but he was hooping, balling. And if he comes back healthy, I think those players will help us. But D- overall, I don't know what we're doing. We are not getting better. And some people are saying it's a conspiracy theory to get Mike McCarthy out of here. They're
Why
saying
would
we're
you
trying
want to
to
do
handicap.
that?
We're
Why
gonna.
would you want to do that?
There are 31 other franchises
They're
that
saying-
don't want Mike McCarthy to go anywhere.
They're saying we're hamstringing Mike McCarthy, and we're going to ensure that this man cannot win, therefore clearing the way for Sean Payton to come in and be the head coach 2023.
Dude. You aren't getting Sean Payton. You're getting Kevin James as Sean Payton. That's who you're getting.
What is this? Is that the Dallas Cowboys offseason? Is that what they've done here?
Cam Hayward apparently struggling to hang something up on the wall.
Must have been heavy.
That is annoying. Just use command strips. That's the way.
No, that's even worse. We hung stuff with command, and it has like the strength of like a toddler. Like we hung all these frames, and they just fell off the wall.
I'm interested to know though. Just one circle back.
One circle back to the
Cowboys.
Strips.
I'm very interested to
sounds
know
like Carson Wentz with the Commanders.
what do you guys think when you're looking at what the Cowboys are doing? Like, are you guys looking at this like, oh, they're trying to save cap? I understand. Or are you guys looking and being like, oh, they're not trying to win next season? What do you guys think?
I'm just sitting back and enjoying it. I love smoldering fires, and I like having a nice smile on my face, especially for teams that I want to see fail, like the Dallas Cowboys. And it is probably going to be smacking me right in the face. And speaking of really bad off seasons, Washington.
Ooh, yeah,
Carson
having a
Wentz,
good one.
you took on his entire contract for 2 third-round picks, and you caught everyone who you said wasn't going to get caught. You
All
cut
right,
Matt
hold on.
Ioannidis, you cut the box safety you paid a crap load of money to. You cut Eric Flowers, who was somehow
Yeah.
good.
Get in his
Like,
eyes.
And you cut DeShazer Everett. So
I want to ask you a question. Go back up, or Brandon, go back to this photo right here. Go
Who
back
took this
to that.
picture?
All right.
Who
What
okayed
job?
this?
What
Honestly-
job do you think Carson Wentz has in this picture?
He
This
works middle
dude-
management for a land development company.
This
He is
dude is-
there ready to talk to his son about the birds and the bees. It's like, son,
This
we
dude
need
is
to
a
talk
milkman.
about
Stop playing.
what your mom and dad did this past offseason. You know,
He looks like he
Um,
just knocked on my door and he wants to sell me termite and pest
You know,
control.
when you
for
want
my
to
house.
sign a free agent and you know you need to go under center and you know some stuff happens back there and sometimes the ball gets pulled out and sometimes it gets fumbled like we did when we delivered the baby.
Nah, Carson Wentz back in the NFC East. You love to see it. You really do.
He looks like the guy who like goes to like school auditoriums to like tell them about the dangers of drug use. And he's like, and that's why I'm in the DARE program.
All right. Listen, I have enjoyed Scooter's tweets because every day it seems like it gets worse, and I think it's still going to get worse before it gets better.
Everybody loves a good
It's
number,
even-
man.
thing
it's
is
even-
that
Here's the one.
like I look at the
Oh.
Cowboys and it's all mismanagement, right? But like it really doesn't matter because they're still gonna win the division because the division is so bad. So like I look at it and I laugh.
I'll enjoy it. Yeah, I love a good tire fire as much as the next man. So
Where's
you know
the
what?
centaur costume?
Please keep being terrible. That's all I'm
That's-
gonna say. Please.
That's
keep
actually an
being
issue,
terrible.
guys.
Oh, what? The Centaur costume's not coming?
Well,
What?
it's out. So I think I got to audible and go to something like this.
Ooh.
What?
I'll accept that. I will
Yeah, I'll
accept
take it.
that.
All right.
I'll accept it. As long
I
as
mean,
you
there's-
walk around your neighborhood in that. Can we get footage of you walking around your neighborhood?
Can
in
you
that?
actually go to Mile High and just yell out if Thunder can come out and play while you're dressed like that? Thunder!
Like if you just yell that in Denver, he comes galloping towards you. He's more reliable than the police. Thunder.
All
Just
right.
so you know.
I knew you were going to do that. Can I delete that? Next question before we get to laundry list and all that stuff. Which team is actually winning this off season? Because I have a pick. I think I know who made their team significantly better, and they only made one move.
You know who's winning the offseason right now? Everyone who's signing with Jacksonville because they are making a boatload of money and completely breaking the market for everyone else. So that's
Doesn't
why
it
I'm
have
picking
to be the
Jacksonville.
Denver Broncos number
No.
one right now?
No, because I'm going to be counterculture here. There's a team that got better by signing just one player, and that is the Buffalo Bills. They got Von Biller.
No. They
Hashtag
don't
TM.
need a edge rusher. What they
Yeah.
need is running back and interior line. They got
No,
Roger Southall.
bro.
They need an
They need
edge.
to shore up that defense so that they can get past Kansas City and they can go all the way.
Quarterback. It's not about
the
getting the
Super
quarterback.
Bowl.
You have Greg Rousseau.
They are good. Bills, all they had to do was make one or two tweaks, and they're going to the Super Bowl.
Get a running
Marquez
back and an
down.
interior line. That's all you
O-line.
need.
Running back.
No.
Yes. Like
Running
they got
back
Roger
is not
Southall. That's a good
What a
start.
great
They had
thumbnail.
J.D. McKissick and he pulled out. Who are you doing at running back? Are you going to trade for
You
James
just draft
Robinson
the
or
guy.
Saquon?
You draft a running back.
Yeah, just draft a guy. Running backs.
And Devin
Are
Singletary
not-
was pretty good towards the end of the season.
He was because they
need
actually
like a
committed
bell
to
cow
running with him.
back. The thing with Singletary is like he's more like a situational third down kind of back. They need like a bruising like power back, like a Derrick Henry type. And I
They
think
need a-
that'll
Okay,
get a
you
lot of
tell them what they
pressure off
need.
Josh Allen.
You tell
They need
them
a
what they
corner
need.
now, too.
You're over there starting Mitch Trubisky. You don't need to tell the
Whatever.
Bills what
Hey,
they
hey,
need.
hey, hey.
All right.
They don't have to solve quarterbacking.
Trubisky.
Mhm. Von
Hey.
Billa. That's all I gotta
Oh,
say.
33-year-old edge rusher,
Who do
6 years, 3 years.
But it's
guaranteed.
like it's bro, all of these big contracts that you see, please keep in mind, half of them are just 2-year contracts.
But
and
still,
they're just
Von Miller's a
written,
3-year contract for 33.
they're written like this just for the language. That number, he's not gonna get that number. He's gonna get whatever the first 2 to 3 years are.
Well, it's
and that's it.
53. I think it's like 53, 54 million.
Return to
guaranteed.
dust. But they're going all in on a Super Bowl run. By the way, quick update: Georgia State giving Gonzaga a run for their money. They're within
I
2
hope
points
Gonzaga
in the
loses so we can
second
laugh
half.
at them for choking.
Right. I have Gonzaga on my bracket as the winner. Your pick, Gonzaga over Arizona, and they're losing in the first. They're going to pull a UMBC.
Yes. I love some
My
good
bracket's
chaos, and I
perfect
love
right
a
now,
good choke.
so-
Gotta love a good choke. Tree, who do you think won the offseason?
I said it.
So
It was
far.
Jacksonville because they're allowing everyone else to get a bag and break the bank. That's what I said.
Scooter? Who's won?
It's got to be the Broncos. I mean, you get your quarterback was Drew Lock, and you go to Russell Wilson.
See,
Off rip, that alone. Forget anything else. Forget Randy Gregory. You go from Drew Lock
Teddy
to
Bridgewater.
Russell Wilson. Was Teddy Bridgewater starting at the end?
Yeah,
He
no,
was-
because he
he
got
had
a
a concussion.
concussion. He got his
No.
brains mushed.
See,
up.
but here's the thing. It's not always a good thing to win the offseason. Washington has won like 8 off seasons out of the last 15, and they have not. Philly won the offseason a couple years ago, and they have not won a champ. Like winning the offseason, when was the last time a team did the trifecta, won the offseason, a preseason, and the season?
The Rams just did it,
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, the Rams did.
do it.
Like,
but they
the
kind of
Rams-
did that in the
totally
middle of
do
the
it.
season, maybe.
They totally
Yeah.
did it. Yeah. Well, that's true. They did win the midseason because they got Beckham and Miller at the deadline as well.
Well, that's
So-
kind of like an interesting approach too when you think about it. Like, if you're going to leave yourself room mid-season to add pieces that you know you need then, as opposed to before the season,
foreshadowing.
like who you are as a team changes from now to actually after like a month of playing football. So it's
Based off
kind
injuries.
of one of the smarter things that the Rams did last year. It's like, hey, we've got these 2 areas of need. Let's address it. And they hit there. And they get a ton of comp picks too. And that's kind of what people forget about with the Rams is they're turning a lot of these moves into, 3rd, 4th, and 5th round picks that they've they use to grab guys that they play because they don't really have any other choice, but they're getting picks from some of this stuff, just not first rounders, and they're leveraging 1st and 2nd rounders.
And they draft terribly anyway, so it works out for them.
All right, let's wrap up the show. We've made it about.
I think the Broncos won.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah,
Chargers
are
are
a good one too.
Hey, I think the Chargers are very close too. If they can
bolster their
stop
D.
the run, like that secondary is going to be nasty. Bosa, Mac, all about it, and their offense is already good. So, yeah, getting Mike Williams back, they're gonna be good.
Oh, yeah.
One of the teams in the AFC West is going to let everybody down. Either the Chiefs, the Chargers, or the Broncos, just based on stuff they can't even control.
Just
but
watch it be the Chargers because this is how it always goes for them.
I like how you
hoping
did
it's
not
one of
mention
those
the
teams.
Raiders. Like you just didn't.
Well,
mention
they're
them.
already
They're
not-
they're already
the
at the
Patriots.
bottom.
They're Patriots West. So
They got Josh McDaniels. I'm not worried.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, it's time to declare another winner of the punishment. Go ahead and do the countdown, Brandon.
Okay.
I'm just the same as that.
How'd that song go?
Yeah. 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 4. This is the most excited I've ever seen Brandon Perna. He's actually happy he's gonna be a total twat. But that's okay, cause he deserves it all, yeah.
What? All right.
Wait, Deshaun Watson is expected to be traded to the Atlanta Falcons.
Congratulations, Atlanta. You're absolutely screwed because you've learned nothing.
Wait. Is that actually being announced by...
Is Matt Ryan going to take to
Hold
Twitter
on.
and write a diatribe?
No, he's not.
It hasn't been
Where is
announced
this?
by
Are you-
Yeah,
Schefter.
there's this one guy who said that it was this sports talk.
Did you
dude.
get
Yeah.
sports talk buried?
No.
No, it's.
I'm not seeing
It says
in my
Cam
feed.
Marino, Watson to ATL. It's a check mark. So
Sus.
that's still on
Sus.
so we may have to stay on a little bit and see what's going on here. Because we're
Say
going
we
to get
won't.
them views.
It's
Say we
this
won't.
one random dude. I don't.
Nah,
I don't know,
nah,
man.
not confirmed. Unless Chef D tweets it, not into it.
Give it time, and maybe it's all finalizing. Maybe it's finalizing.
Maybe come back next week.
Hey, hold on. Just in case.
I said Benjamin Albright retweeted him. Your boy, Brandon.
To sign with the New Orleans Saints. So just clip out.
Okay, we're getting conflicting information here.
Listen, you guys are gonna have to come back next week, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, to find out what happens.
Yes.
Stop playing.
Stay away from the internet.
Find this out in 5 minutes.
Stay away from your phones for a whole week and come back to Clickbait Sports. Tune in. All right. I got
drop it on.
I got $69.91.
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
I got 81.94.
What the hell, Zex? What the heck?
145.94. So you know what? I'm not winning this either. I am a happy man.
Yeah, baby.
I'm at 131.65. Thank you guys so much for the super chats.
I wonder who won.
Mike McCarthy is gone. Good.
That's me.
I wonder who won.
Well, they just donated at the end, so I made $644.92. I was feeling it like $250. Yep.
I'm happy with that.
Last week he was Perno with $800.
Hey, you know
People
what?
in the chat have been talking about Elmo this entire time. So last Friday on the Q&A, someone donated money for me to read 50 Shades of Grey lines as Elmo because I could do a pretty good Elmo.
So you should do the show next week as Elmo.
You want me to do the whole show as Elmo?
Yo, that's good.
That is a good Elmo. Yes, you have to get an Elmo costume, and you've got to do the whole show. Elmo doesn't like.
That's good.
Vikings signing.
That's like a 9 out. Do it again.
Close.
Actually, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Wait till the next week. We got to come
Can
back.
We get one more line. One more.
Maybe one more thing.
Elmo loves you.
Bro,
right.
that's really
That's easy.
good.
That's an easy one right there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with it.
I can't
I
even
agree.
do it. I'm not even talented enough. Like Tree can do the what's that from a System of a Down? Oh, wow. Like you can do that. Can you do that?
I can't really do it though.
Anyways,
Elmo adult costume.
Yes.
Eli Apple's
and then Brandon could have the costume as well.
What's coming out on your guys' YouTube channels? 5?
I'm doing a Josh McDaniels video. Is he the biggest snake in the NFL? Is he the biggest snake?
Yes.
Tom, what's dropping?
He's a thief.
As soon Eli Apple, by the way, is going back to Cincinnati. As soon as Deshaun Watson news drops, it's every NFL fan's reaction to Deshaun Watson. So.
All right. Godspeed, brother. Godspeed. Brandon, what's dropping?
Yeah, nothing tonight. Probably some sort of Deshaun Watson thing tomorrow. It'll be very average, and you should not watch it.
Oh my! All right. So the problem is trying to find one of these, but I found one of the most horrific looking. It's a skin tight suit.
Ooh, can we post that?
Hold on, I'm going to show you it.
Share
right
it, please.
That is
You're doing this all
I might order one for me just for recreation.
Hold on,
just
this
general
is
principle.
Absolutely...
Trying to spice up the bedroom fun.
Ooh,
yeah.
You see this?
What?
Oh.
Ooh, can you get the Katy Perry Elmo costume?
You don't.
Nah, get this one and cut up the head off. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
It sounds like it looks like a gimp suit.
cut the
Somebody's
eyes
gonna
out.
be Big Bird as a dominatrix. And
Cut
start
the
whipping.
eyes out and the mouth.
Dude, like they don't have it's all for children. Why?
Of course, because who would wear
Those
an
children
Elmo
are creepy,
costume?
man. Did you remember
It's
Elmo?
all sold out.
People like all this creepy fetish crap.
Tree, what's dropping on your channel?
Well, I just released a vid on Hugh Culverhouse's era as owner of the Buccaneers from the mid-'70s to mid-'90s. It's kind of a mess. So, yeah, there's that. And then I'm probably going to do a trade deadline stream for the NHL on Monday. So,
Expensive.
Nice.
You just got $800. Shut up.
The Cowboys video that you've been waiting for will be dropping tomorrow sometime.
Wow.
My goodness. Should be a
It
fun
hasn't
one.
been announced anywhere, by the way, about the Deshaun Watson besides that one guy. So I don't know about that
Yeah.
report.
Well, it'll probably happen in the next, like, literally after we finish up.
Oh, yeah,
Probably
it'll
an
come
email
out
before
soon.
tweet. It's like breaking news: Deshaun Watson has been traded to the Indianapolis Colts for Jim Irsay's guitar collection.
Should we end the show right now? Or
Yeah, I mean, things got really awkward after